Call me moist critical today because I'm going to be changing shit up a little bit. I don't normally make videos like this anymore, and I haven't done for a long time. But I just watched the Cristiano Ronaldo interview, part 1 with Piers Morgan, and oh my God, I feel so strongly about some of the things that were said in that interview that I feel utterly compelled to make a video expressing my opinions on it. That was quite possibly the worst, most disastrous interview I have ever seen from a professional athlete. That is so bad of an interview. He is trying to give Prince Andrew a run for his money. I just watched the whole thing and man, I know that we clown on him, and it's back in the day it was a bit of a joke about, oh, he must be obsessed with Lionel Messi. No, this guy is obsessed with Lionel Messi and obsessed with being considered the GOAT. But the part of it that really is making me make this video is just the complete, total disrespect of the entire sport that made Cristiano Ronaldo who he is. Now, there's a lot to unpack here. There's a lot that was said in the interview, so we're going to take our time with it. I was originally only going to make like a short video and whack it up on my Instagram or my TikTok or something, but as I kept watching the interview, and he just kept coming out with the most crazy and outlandish comments and insane statements, I just knew that we had to make a full video about this. Like, it's just unbelievable. Let's start off with one comment, all right? And this isn't even the worst comment, but this is how we'll get the ball rolling. Let's talk about the comment he made about the World Cup, the biggest tournament, not just in football, but in sport. This man has said and has been on record for years, literally almost over a decade now, stating that it has been his dream to win a World Cup for his nation, not just for himself. He's been saying that his entire career. He now does this interview and completely downplays the World Cup like it is just another 6 to 7 game tournament. Here is the quote in full. "It's not a dream for me to win the World Cup. You want a World Cup to define the best player in history, one competition with 6 or 7 games, you think that's fair?" Again, he's talking about the biggest competition in the world. The biggest competition that our sport has, he does not give a fuck about, apparently. Billions of people watch this tournament, okay? This is a tournament that has defined legacies. The greatest players in the world all get together to play in this one tournament. It is the most important competition in football. And this fucker is downplaying it like it is just another 6-7 game tournament. But for one of the biggest faces in football history, the biggest names ever associated with the sport, to come out and talk this way about the sport's most important competition as we're approaching its 100th year anniversary, and to say it simply means nothing just because you didn't win it and your rival did, is fucking batshit insane. I'm lost for words when I actually heard him say that. Like, I gotta say, Ronaldo, for a competition that you think doesn't really mean that much and is only just a 6 to 7 game tournament, I gotta say, you sure cried like a fucking bitch when you got knocked out of it last time, didn't you? I mean, like, newsflash, Ronaldo, the fucking only major international trophy that you have, the Euros, I'm pretty confident that's also a 6 to 7 game tournament. But this is what he does. This is what he does. He fails to win something. Messi then goes on to win it. He will then discredit whatever it is that he has failed to win, but Messi has been able to successfully claim. He has done it with the Ballon d'Or, most famously, saying that it's fiction, saying that it's made up. He doesn't care about it. Even though, again, he's been on record saying he wants the most golden balls. He literally said that in another Piers Morgan interview. Fast forward about, I don't know, close to a decade later, suddenly it's a myth. It's made up. It's fiction. He did it with the Ballon d'Or. He is now doing it with the biggest tournament in football. Ronaldo, what do you want, mate? Do you want us to think that the Dubai Dior is the best, fairest award in the world of football? You want us to think that the Arab Cup is this massive competitive trophy that we should all be ogling him for winning? You want us, I can't believe, he wants us to think that the Saudi League is on the same level as a top 5 European competition. And at the same time, he wants us to think that the Ballon d'Or is fake, the World Cup doesn't really mean anything just because he couldn't win it and Messi could? Fuck you. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, Cristiano Ronaldo. Seriously. You're just talking all this shit about one of the most prestigious aspects of the sport that you play simply because you didn't get it. Just disrespecting everything that makes football so great and so historic over just all this petty bullshit. Just fuck you. God, and this is only one aspect of the interview. I'm barely getting started here. And I'm already how the fuck does anyone like this fucking 40-year-old man-child? I'm already heated. I gotta calm down. And unfortunately, I'm not even close to done. Because when it comes to disrespecting the sport of football, it only got even worse. He was talking shit about everyone. He was talking shit about Joseph Bitsan. He was indirectly talking shit about Pele because his goals aren't on video, but his are. Because this is another thing that Ronaldo has started doing that is starting to shit me off a little bit, okay? It's one thing to discredit and talk shit about, some of the biggest institutions that football has, like the Ballon d'Or, like the World Cup, when you're meant to be a representative of the game of football and you're going out there talking all this shit about it. It's not a good look, but whatever. What really is fucking sad and really pathetic is talking shit, bagging and discrediting the legends of the game, some of whom are dead, talking shit and downplaying their careers, the legends that came before you, just to prop yourself up. You see, Ronaldo is pretty close to scoring 1,000 career goals. And yes, while that would be an incredible achievement and he would become the first player ever to score 1,000 FIFA-sanctioned professional goals, he will not be the first person in his professional career to score 1,000 career goals. He's not actually the first person to score over 1,000 career goals. Pele did it, of course. Joseph Bitsan did it. Arthur Friedenreich did it as well. And if you include friendlies, which I will admit is a bit of a stretch, then you've got Romario who's done it. You've got Frederick Puskas who's done it. Gerd Muller did it. Eusebio did it. Ronaldo isn't even the first Portuguese player to score 1,000 career goals. So what does Ronaldo do? It's not enough for him to be the first ever to score 1,000 FIFA recognized goals. No. He needs to, once again, discredit all those that hit the achievement before him by once again saying the same old sad shit. It's fake. It's not real. It didn't happen. All my goals are on video and no one else's are. But you want to know what is on video, Ronaldo? Pele lifting up the World Cup trophy. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty confident there's 3 videos of him doing that. If I wanted to watch a video of a Ronaldo lifting up a World Cup trophy, I'd look at the Brazilian one do it in 1994 and 2002. And if I wanted to watch a video of you doing that, Cristiano, I'd need to type Ronaldo lifting World Cup trophy as a prompt in Sora 2 and make a fucking AI video out of it. You utter fuckwit. Who the hell are you? Who the fuck are you to belittle the careers and achievements of everyone who's come before you? It's like you'll just talk shit about literally anyone that could be seen as sort of on the same level as you, just to try to prop yourself up just a little bit higher. I don't think, and I feel pretty confident in saying this, I don't think I've ever seen an athlete in any sport ever talk this badly and this poorly about his fellow peers, about other players that could be considered the GOAT in their sports. I don't think we've ever seen a single athlete disrespect everyone else just to try to prop themselves up to be considered as the GOAT of their sport. There is no way we would ever see Messi talking like this ever. Tom Brady wouldn't talk like this. Tiger Woods wouldn't talk like this. LeBron James wouldn't talk like this. Usain Bolt wouldn't talk like this. Roger Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, they wouldn't talk like this. Even Michael Jordan, one of the most legendary trash talkers in game that there has ever been, holds all of his fellow competitors and fellow basketball legends in way higher regard than Ronaldo does with any of his colleagues. He doesn't give a fuck about these people. Everything is about him. He's a monster. He will make fun of a dead legend's legacy just to try to make himself look that little bit better. He's an egotistical prick with no respect for the sport that he plays, for the sport that gave him everything. And why? Because the sport more or less unanimously agrees that he's not the greatest to ever do it. God forbid he has to be the second best ever. He has turned his back on football. And unless you sing his praises, you say he's the GOAT, you shout it out to the heavens, if you don't do that, then you can all get fucked, according to him. It doesn't matter if you're a fan, if you're media, if you're a coach, or even if you are a former teammate of his. He will throw that relationship right under the bus the second you even suggest that Messi could be better than him. Have a look at what he's done to Wayne Rooney. Ronaldo has pretty much abandoned Wayne Rooney, a guy that he helped build a legacy with at Manchester United back in the early days of his career. All because what? Messi is apparently the better player according to Rooney. That's the reason. He'll blow it all up. Because when Ronaldo in his interview was asked to comment about Wayne Rooney's comment about, Messi being the GOAT, this is what he had to say. Messi better than me? I don't agree with that opinion. I don't want to be humble. There's a difference between not being humble and being a fucking asshole, Cristiano. Unhumble people do not cut off their friends and talk shit about them on massive platforms over something like this, okay? Unhumble people do not do that. Only fucking assholes do that. You're not humble. You're a fucking asshole. I can't believe it. This interview has been the single most damaging thing that I have seen to Ronaldo's legacy, or God forbid anyone's legacy, but specifically to Cristiano Ronaldo's legacy. It's the worst thing that's happened to it since December 18th, 2022. I just think Ronaldo has just completely exposed himself for the obsessed, pathetic crybaby that he is. He wants everyone to think that he's the greatest. He wants everyone to love him. And if you dare not agree with that opinion, he will betray you, he will talk shit about you, and he will fuck you off just like that. Like, he's like the Donald Trump of football, which honestly is probably not that bad of a shout when you consider that he was also singing Trump's praises in this exact same fucking interview. It's just because, I used to love Cristiano Ronaldo, man. I really, really did. When I was getting into football, early to mid 2000s, that's when he was a youngster at Manchester United. That's when he was carving it up. He was one of the most exciting players in the world. And, damn, man, I would say that he was probably my second favorite footballer, at that time, just underneath Ronaldinho, for me personally. I'm sure Ronaldo would probably hate me saying that because he's probably sick to death of, being second on everybody's list. And look, over time, obviously, when Messi started his career, I think it became obvious since 2010 who the best player in the world was, or who the best player in the world was going to become. And their careers played out in the way that they played out. And now we've arrived at this point where it's pretty much indisputable that Messi is the greatest of all time. I don't really think it's ever going to be a 100% complete, concrete fact, but it's as damn close as you're ever going to get. But despite me thinking that Ronaldo's the second greatest ever to do it, I still have huge admiration, and I maintain massive admiration for his career, for his achievements, for what he's done in the sport. He was and still is, even after this train wreck of an interview, he still is the second greatest footballer that we have ever seen play this sport. But after this interview, and after the just onslaught of stupid bullshit comments that he's come out with and made, especially since the 2022 FIFA World Cup, I think it's just become obvious that this, mentally strong individual, this persona that he's been giving off to people, is complete bullshit. It's complete bullshit. Really, behind the curtain, this is a sad, obsessed fucking crybaby. I think this interview was pathetic. It was one of the most pathetic things I've ever seen from an upper echelon sporting athlete. Like, he did not need to do this. Piers Morgan, you're supposedly meant to be this great mate of Ronaldo. You have no idea how much you've tarnished this fucking bloke's legacy by doing this interview. You have no idea. I don't know if any Ronaldo fans would have made it this far. Like, if you're so far gone in your love and support of Ronaldo, you're probably not going to find issue with anything that he does. But I am curious, do we have any Ronaldo fans that have made it this far, that have come all the way to the end of this video? And do you agree in any way with what I am saying, right? Because, like, there's no way, surely, people don't watch this interview and think, God, some of the things that he is saying are just so out of order. My God, and to think that this is only part one of an interview. There is a part two that I don't know when it's being uploaded. It could be today, it could be a little later in the week, but if it's anything like what the first one went, if I was fucking Ronaldo, I'm getting my goddamn PR team on the phone and I am suing the shit out of Piers Morgan not to release this second part. If it's going the same way as the first, he cannot let it out into the public. If it's just full of more disrespectful comments toward the sport, toward all the legends that made this sport so special, dog, you better know I'm going to make another fucking rant, all right? Like, I do not normally do this, but I don't know if you could tell. I felt particularly peeved off and fucking passionate about some of the stuff that was said in that interview. And I will not accept it. I don't give a fuck who you are. I do not give a fuck. You are being an asshole with some of the shit that you are saying in this interview. I don't know. You can let me know in the comments. Am I just being a hater? Am I being way over the top, super dramatic? Or is there actually some truth to what I'm saying? Do you guys kind of vibe with me? Do you feel what I feel? Do you think that he is stepping way over the line with some of the comments that he's making and with just his general attitude toward just the whole fucking sport of football? It's so pathetic and sad for a figure this important to the sport to be talking this way, to be saying shit like this. It's just really fucking upsetting. It's just not good enough. I think he's done himself a massive disservice. But anyway, that's about it. If you've enjoyed the video, then of course be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. If you want to watch an actual FIFA video, which is more my pace, you can click on this one right here. But yeah, that'll just about do it. See ya.